Hi everyone, Maryann here, revealing light, tarot, astrology and spirituality. Wherever you are in the world when you're watching, a huge shout out to you. I had a lot of things planned to read on today, but that went all out the window when I woke up this morning to some of the reporting on Trump's Madison Square Garden rally. Honestly, I'm not lost for words. I've been around. I've been an investigative journalist, a reporter. I've covered a lot of stuff. And also in the work that I do now, I think I've seen a lot of stuff. But I have to say I was gobsmacked at some of the rally speakers' content, what they were saying. We'll talk about that in a minute. So I did promise you a little while back that I'd do a bit of a deep dive on any violence that you might likely see post-election. And of course, I think this Madison Square Garden rally is not so much about getting votes, because I'd have to wonder who in the hell would vote for Trump after this rally. It's about stoking the fires of militia activities, the kind of vibe that we saw on January the 6th. This is what he's trying to do now. So we'll take a look at that rally. We'll take a look at what his aims were, what he's trying to do with this, and will it work? And then how will that manifest after the election? We've already seen ballots being intercepted and all sorts of stuff forged and just not delivered. We've seen voter roll purging. We've seen multiple legal challenges to try and remove the even playing field at the election by the Republicans, by the MAGAs. However, so far none of that has worked. That's all been intercepted thus far. But that's what we know about. What don't we know about? And of course, I think it's pretty clear to people now what is happening here. The kinds of accusations that Trump and his MAGA followers and the Republicans throw around to other people are the very things that they're guilty of. And this is what mob and criminal behaviour does. That's what is embedded at the heart of everything that Trump does. And so we'll look at that fairly closely. I want to say also, the last reading that I did, I talked about an alleged groping by Trump of someone at one of his donor dinners. That story is yet to come. They tell me that it's still coming. They're also talking about other stories as well. Anyway, later on that day, we did have a breaking story of a model when she was younger, went to Trump Tower and was groped by Trump. She went there at the behest of Epstein. She talks about what Epstein used to tell her about Trump, the closeness of their relationship, and he spoke about Trump all the time. It's not a big leap now to ask, did Trump murder Epstein in jail? Now, I want to remind you that I did predict, I've been predicting all year, that something to do with Epstein would come out before the election. Okay, so we'll look at some of that as well. Now, the latest accusations and conspiracies, we don't know whether this is true or not, is that he staged his Butler attempted assassination. Now, that would end his campaign if that were to be true. I don't think he has any illusions about being elected now to hold that rally in Madison Square Garden and have the type of speakers there dressed in Proud Boy colours, Proud Boys running protection, people, quite frightened of being anywhere near that vicinity. I don't think there's any pretense anymore. I don't think he's trying to win the election now. I think he knows they have internal polling that he can't, and the only way he's going to try and do it is stage a similar type of obstruction as what he did on January the 6th. It won't be on January the 6th. I think they'll get to it soon, and I have some questions I want to ask about that. We'll look at that. I never did. I didn't ask if he staged his own attempted assassination. I thought that was out of bounds. I thought, no, there's no way. However, I'm bringing it into the bounds now because of what I've seen at this Madison Square Garden rally. Anything is possible. Finally, will this Madison Square Garden rally deter his voters? So we got a lot to get through. As I said, I had other things lined up to read on. I've put them all on the boiler as we then focus now on the Madison Square Garden stuff, the violence around the election, and so much there. Musk, of course, it's been shown now. There's evidence he's been talking with Vladimir Putin all the while since 2022. I'm hoping we can get to that question too. Musk will go down. Musk will be prosecuted. And I said that was my prediction. It's a legal issue here for him, or many legal issues, something we don't even know about yet. Remember that reading? Speaking to Vladimir Putin, is it treasonous? Well, Professor Lawrence Tribe says it's adjacent to treason. So he's not a registered foreign agent. Of course he's going to be prosecuted. Wow. It's incredible stuff, isn't it? All right, let's slow down and take it one step at a time. I'm going to be using the Morgan Greer Tarot. They've been speaking a big language to me lately. I'll also be using the Astromatrix Tarot here as well. Why do I change decks? Simply because the readings sometimes are so heavy that I do the decks a favour and clear them and put them to rest and bring in some new energy. All right, Madison Square Garden. Okay, I just want to read to you. Please excuse the language. I'll try and temper it where I can. These are not my words. These are coming from speakers at his Madison Square Garden rally. I've posted a post on Facebook here. The speakers at Trump's Madison Square Garden rally have been absolutely disgusting. I don't know how else to say it. I am gobsmacked. Yes, I am. The rally is about inciting civil war in the US, in whatever form that takes. Here are some quotes, and I want to say, please do excuse the language. From one of the rally speakers, I really couldn't get over this. And these Latinos, they love making babies too, just know that. They do. I can't even go on. He alludes to a sexual act and uses that as a metaphor for what they do in America, in the US when they get there. So use your imagination. I think it's too crude to repeat here. But this is said at Trump's rally in Madison Square Garden. Can you believe this? Here's another one. Hillary Clinton, what a sick SOB. The whole effing party, a bunch of degenerates. Loud and clear at the rally. Trump rally speaker on Americans who don't support Trump. These are all my liberal podcasters, my liberal friends, Democratic Party friends. Trump rally speaker on Americans who don't support Trump. We need to slaughter these people. Right, another rally speaker. There's a lot going on. I don't know if you know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. I think it's called Puerto Rico. Now, that was a comedian supposedly hiding behind comedy. Okay, at a Trump fascist rally. It's not comedy. Okay. It just goes on and on and on. This is just the tip of the tip of the ice here that I'm quoting. I'm quite incredulous. I really am. Anyone who votes for Trump now and the MAGAs and any Republican with this kind of a rally now, this is what you're standing for? My God, don't bother coming in the room with me. And any Republican standing up to him, good on you. Please come in the room with me. Okay, let's get started. All right, now he's wearing Proud Boy colours, the black and the gold, and he's got Proud Boy security, protection, the usual sort of stuff. Oh, goodness gracious me. He's going all out. And so this is why many of my US viewers are so concerned, and they're feeling it now. They don't need to be psychic to be told that there's violence around the corner. All right. Is Trump going to incite violence around the election? And is this rally a prelude to what we're likely to see, this kind of incitement of violence? So I want to go to the Madison Square Garden, please. There's a huge ravine is what I'm seeing, and there's and he's standing on a bank. He can't cross to the other side, and there's he's unleashing a raging torrent of water down it. There's no way that he's testing the water. There's no way he can cross safely to the other bank and win this election. And so now he's pulling all stops out, literally, and the water's coming through. And you know what he's doing at Madison Square Garden? He's testing. I'm just seeing him putting his hand in the gushing water just to test it. And he's quite satisfied with himself. Okay, so, do not get on my channel, anyone, and accuse me of anything. This is the standard that you set for yourself. Violence. Okay. All right. Is Trump there? Will Trump cause violence? Given his Madison Square Garden, will Trump cause violence in America? There's a huge tornado over New York. He's wanting it to start there. He's wanting violence to start in New York. Why? Is this to prevent voting, to scare people away? To scare people away from polls, to intimidate them? Will he cause violence but now and after the election? What can you show me, please? What can you show me? He's particularly appealing to younger men, younger MAGAs. Okay, so we get the 10 of Pentacles. He's supported by his donors. Look very closely at the donors, his donors, because they're on board with this. And we get insecurity around what? Around their possessions, around their money. Greed, and more greed. We get the 9 of Wands now. The boundaries, the guardrails have failed. This card has been, I talked about this deck particularly, tells me this is about re-establishing guardrails and boundaries because they have failed. Now, it's in the foundation of the reading position, meaning that after this is done, you will have guardrails and you will have boundaries re-established. It's no coincidence that a prosecutor, an attorney general, California's AG, a former AG and prosecutor, will be elected president of the US. These guardrails must be put back into place. There's all sorts of legal reform that needs to be done. Justice is in the past, meaning this is divine justice that is operating here now. We have the Page of Swords, okay, young men. It's almost like taking up the sword. It can be a light bulb moment as well. This can also be the spy in the camp, the treasonous person. So as much and all that as that energy is hanging over all of this, it's also a light bulb moment for many others, and that's why you're seeing it's no light matter that you're seeing so many Republicans coming out against Trump. We have wish fulfillment. What is Trump's goal here? To destabilize the US. To destabilize the US, to sow discord, to sow violence, wish fulfillment, the moon card, the volatility, and you and I would say this is madness. And the environment around is Harris, okay? So they're going all out. So the environment is law, logic, planning, strategizing, the law, and then we get the moon, the volatility of the situation. Also things coming up from underground. That's exactly what Trump did. He opened up the gates of hell. Whew. That's in the hopes and fears. That's in the there's the flies. We asked why the flies were around his rally. And I know Trump's people do watch this channel. Good on you. This is your card. And watch the flies come for you. Trump used skullduggery again in one of his posts. Okay, they seem to like the word that I resurrected from about, I don't know, was it a 90s? No, 2000s maybe word. Wasn't in modern usage. The Ten of Swords, absolute and utter downfall. Absolute and utter downfall. Deceit. I asked what he was going to do. Lie, and we get this Ten of Swords energy, the lying. This is in the outcome. And then we get the voter. So also it's about intimidating the voter, which is what I thought. Please understand that there is hope here, and we get moderation coming through. So as bad and all as these cards are in the outcome, we have the voter bringing forward moderation and the Star card here. So you'll hear a lot about, oh, this was the worst campaign move he could have ever done. BS. You stupid media. Do you not understand what this is about? This is about bringing forward a January the 6th vibe. I'm not talking it's not going to happen on January the 6th. We're going to look at where and how it might happen. You're seeing circles of support, and we've got homes, families, and, moving over. Many will be turned off by this. I wonder how a good Christian can justify some of these rally speakers approved by Trump. How can they justify this level of violence? Christian nationals, how can you justify that? What, some sort of holy war that makes violence all right? Violence, racism, causing fear in the streets. Is that how you're going to justify it? I said Christian nationalists, by the way. Okay, so let's have a look at, all right, will he be successful is the question. Will Trump be, I have to say I am still gobsmacked. All right, will Trump be successful? So much. Will Trump be successful? Like, I'm seeing crowds with swords, they're fighting. Will Trump, what's he hoping to stimulate protests and then have his own militia go to the protests, violence breaking out? Okay, I see where I'm going with this, and I thought intuitively this is where it will go. Likely, maybe, to the state certifications at the Congress, protests and that may be disrupting them. But we'll ask that direct question in a minute. Will Trump's Madison Square Garden and all his actions up till now be successful in stoking violence during the election? Also, drop boxes were burnt, ballot boxes were burnt, and ballots lost. This is the environment. Will he be successful in stoking street battles, some kind of militia? Oh, God, yeah, I'm seeing fighting. Okay, so we get the Five of Cups. That's the minor arcana death card, and we get manifestation. That's what I hope. I'm just going to say there's a potential for people to be killed. I'm not saying it's actually going to happen, but that's what he's trying to manifest. We get the Queen of Cups, women, a battle against women. He knows that the women are going to be responsible for his downfall. The Ace of Pentacles, watch the money that's flowing into the... I hope that Sleepy Merrick Garland, wrong man for the job. But anyway, I'm hopeful that there will be a new Attorney General that's far more proactive and quick. Perhaps a judge wasn't the right choice. A judge a federal court judge wasn't the right choice. Perhaps a prosecutor or an AG might have been. Okay, so a state AG. Let's take a look at... yeah, all right, sorry, let's continue. It's about women. So there's a couple of things here. We're not easily intimidated. We're not easily intimidated, but physically we can be. Anyway, yes, the answer to that is yes. We get the voter, aimed at the voter perhaps, and we get the past coming into the frame. We get lots and lots of... It could take you by surprise what they've got planned. They've been working on it for quite some time, but so have the Democrats. So the president, Joe Biden, control, and the courts, the Hierophant card, the Supreme Court. Okay, the Knight of Rods, quick moving, things on the move. The crossroads are here. We get the march to victory, and then we get having to defend oneself. And these cards kind of show me that there will be, I don't want to say skirmishes, but there will be, I don't know, just be very vigilant. Don't, if you're being provoked, don't answer the call. Don't be provoked. It could be they might target people in voting lines. Let's have a look. I want to know, will they... And of course you've got law and order there to protect you. Hopefully they're on the right side. Okay. Will they be successful is what I want to know. Will they be successful? Just quickly, will they be successful in the violence? The voter? No. No. Page of Cups, bombshells, surprises. Isolation is in the past. Overhead is circles of support. And the outcome card is the Chariot. Things moving very, very quickly, getting out of control. The Nine of Pentacles. They're arming and paying people. They're paying people right now. But the environment around is moving out of troubled waters. We get new starts in the hopes and fears. Thank you. The energy is changing. No. The Four of Swords. No, they won't be successful. Retreat. And then the King of Cups. The National Guard will be brought out this time because the current president has control. The National Guards will be brought out. And the Ace of Cups, overflowing emotion and inevitability. We get abuse and sabotage, but we get justice here. And we get the Nine of Cups, bound by their anxiety and fear, and that's what I keep seeing, the Five of Wands. Okay, so I think it's not going to be successful. The law is still there. Goodness gracious me, what a desperate person. Okay, I'm going to go to just before we finish on Madison Square Garden, will that rally and these speakers and Trump's vibe, clearly the vibe that he wants to portray, will this Madison Square Garden deter Republican voters from voting for him? Will it deter Republican voters from voting for him? I'm getting the Five of Swords, moving out of troubled waters, moving away from trouble. Will it deter Republican voters from voting for him? Talk about the underbelly. Absolutely, the Star card. And then we get the Four of Cups, disappointment, but one cup remaining. Loss, walking away from what no longer serves. Absolutely, it deters them. They see it as unpatriotic, against the Constitution. The Ace of Pentacles is in the sky. That's money, new starts, and then the truth. You got two aces here. Absolutely, it shows the truth. It deters these people. So it won't deter MAGAs. It'll embolden them, but it will deter the common sense type person, as it has done with the never the Harris white dudes for Harris and never Trumpers and all of those groups. Okay, they know what they're looking at. They know they're looking at a despot, criminal, felon, mob boss. They know what they're looking at. Okay, so did he attempt, I want to see, did Trump attempt to stage his own assassination? This is an important one. I've resisted doing it because I thought, well, the poor man's just been shot. You know, that's who I am. Compassionate. I resisted doing that. I thought we shouldn't ask that question. But from what I've seen, anything could be possible. All right, let's just freshen things up here. I'll look forward to the day when we can do a reading that's not so urgent. Okay. Did Trump stage his own assassination? I finally get to ask this. So someone's running a ace of swords, or the sword, into a bullseye, and I'm now seeing a chessboard. Okay, so did Trump... Can you show me anything here? Somebody's got a sword and running it through something. And a rose here. Sacrifice? Love? Somebody's giving somebody a rose. Did Trump stage his own assassination? What can you show me? Did Trump stage his own assassination? So what I'm getting is the kind of dark kind of groups here that you actually see them in the movies. They meet in a clandestine way, and they've all got a cup that they're toasting something with. And it goes down the line, meaning there are a lot of people involved in this. Did Trump stage, can you please confirm, did Trump stage his own assassination? It's important, this question's important. Did Trump stage his own assassination? Did Trump stage his own assassination? Did Trump stage? I can't get a good view here. They're moving away behind a cup. They're moving behind the cups. They're hidden. Did Trump stage his own assassination? It would be so horrible for that story. I mean, that would be the thing that would end his... The death card that I got in that response to that question. And I thought it was odd. I said this could end his campaign. All right, was that... Anyway, did Trump stage his own assassination? Ooh, I keep getting that Eight of Pentacles dropping out. It's like The Apprentice. The Apprentice. Did Trump stage his own assassination? Did Trump stage his own assassination? The Star card, Hope. And there's that Page of Swords, young men that they're trying to destroy hope with. Or to give hope, to bring forward hope. 3 cups lost and 1 cup remaining behind. It's like people are behind these cups. There's the Death card in the past. Oh my God, I'm kind of thinking that it's adding up. I just want to say it's adding up. It's adding up. The Grim Reaper. The Emperor card, President. Control, I order you to do this. The cups, the cult, the dark behind, the hiding behind the cups. Wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups. The King of Rods. Bravery, boldness, stepping out. Someone's seen you here behind this as well. Someone coordinating some of this. The 7 of Pentacles. If first one plan doesn't work, we try something else. The Four of Cups, the Four of Coins, Pentacles in the hopes and fears, standing one's ground, insecurity. Oh my God. Yes. The outcome card, the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune. Look at the images on that card. The young person has fallen. The king is up there toasting his good fortune. That is a major arcana yes card. Heartbreak and sorrow. Well, 2 people were killed that day. Betrayal. And the 10 of Pentacles, money. Isolation, the Hermit card. And justice. Justice is here. Why? Because he doesn't want to go to jail. Underneath, a plan. A new start. A young person, bombshells, surprises, circles of support, and his ship coming in. Remember, his campaign was doing poorly at that stage. This is somebody, no wonder he was so peeved off when Biden stepped aside and Harris came through, because he had it in the bag. I want to see... All right, I just want to test something. Was this young man who shot him a sacrificial lamb? Was this young man who shot him a sacrificial lamb? Can you show me anything? I'm seeing the Virgin. I'm seeing Mary, Mother Mary in Catholicism. The mother. The mother has her hand over the cup. And now I'm seeing Harris. Okay, so was this young person who shot him in Butler, was he a sacrificial lamb? Can you show me? Was he a sacrificial lamb? Were you a sacrificial lamb? What can you show me? The cups again, leading up the stairway to heaven. Toasting him. I did this. Were you a sacrificial lamb? Were you a sacrificial lamb? What can you show me? The Knight of Rods, moving very quickly. And there's Harris there. You never should doubt her. She's very, very determined. The Moon card. Again, something coming to the surface. Strength is in the past. The World is in the sky. Endings and new beginnings. Major, major end of a cycle. The Chariot coming quickly. Temperance card. Moderation and healing. And then we get the young person here. And the bombshells. The truth. The Seven of Swords in the hopes and fears, lies and deceit. And there we get the Hierophant has the last say. The universe has the last say. And you will hear about it as well. And the Knight of Swords with his bloodied sword, the Knight of Truth. And then we get restriction and paranoia, insecurity, and the Knight of the King of Rods. So at the base of the pack, we get the Seven of Wands, defending oneself, ship coming in. These type of similar cards. We get the young person again and the Sun card. There's something around this boy's mother, I want to say. There's something that either she's found or did or something like that. I just want to say, these are yes cards. Were you the sacrificial lamb? The Hierophant, the evidence, the Knight of Swords, the truth emerging. Oh, where are you? Justice and heartbreak. Oh, God. Okay. All right. Pardon me. Oh dear. Okay, so don't be surprised if somebody somewhere knows something about this attempted assassination. One last question and I'm signing off. It has to do with Elon Musk. I'll change decks. It has to do with Elon Musk and did... where is that? Musk and Putin. All right, so we already know it's been confirmed. He's been talking to Putin since 2022. Musk is going down for... you just can't do that. Okay, adjacent to treason. Think of what Mike Flynn did. Musk is going down for this. The only thing that's going to protect him is a Trump presidency. And we now know after the Madison Square Garden, any semblance of a normal campaign is over. The only way they're going to win, not win, the only way they can, well, they can't win. That's the stupidity of this. When people are frozen in their beliefs, it's a big wake-up call for them. Anyone who's thinking of arming themselves as a militia, please don't, because you're not going to win. All right, so Musk and Putin. God, Musk and Putin. What have you done, Elon Musk? What have you done? Balls and the high life and people partying and a throne and Musk being able to, if not sit on the throne, be close to it. Fame and fortune and dancing and balls and the ruling class. All right, what did Putin and Musk aim for? What were they aiming for? Obviously to get Trump elected. Was that what they were aiming for? Or were they aiming to destroy America? What were they aiming for? Take over America in some way? Control America? Were they aiming to control America? This card's come out, the Ace of Swords. Well, Musk and Putin aiming to control America. Control America, control the world. Control America, control the world. Were they aiming to control America? They don't think highly of Americans. Hanged man, suspension, suspending things. And then we get the dollar. Ooh. The dollar there, money. Destroy America. The Fool card. Oh my God. Putin is vengeful. New starts. Control America. New starts. The Moon card. By whatever means we can. The Hermit card. Isolation. And they spin this. It'll be great for America to come into Putin's orbit, to become part of the new world. But we get retreat and loss, wounded in battle, and we get the Six of Pentacles, giving and receiving help. Debts, loans and debts, temperance is in the hopes and fears. They don't want a democratic society there. And then we get the Ten of Swords, finish it off. Finish it off. Something coming to fruition in time. And then we get moving out of troubled waters. It's almost like they're taken away. Musk could even be deported. I don't know how they do that. Walking away, sent to some kind of prison, Guantanamo Bay or something. There's the New York skyline there. Moving out of troubled waters. Oh gosh, loss, walking away. And there's the voter. My God, the voter knows it. The voter can see through it. Please, I read just recently, Harris wins. But you've seen what will happen. The devil defending the devil. There's the women. God, they must hate women. Money. King of Rods. The Congress. The Ace of Cups hiding behind the cup. If one plan doesn't work, we'll try another. All right, that's it. God, that's about it. That's about it, folks. Bye for now.